Today we're going to be working on CodeCheck Python Exercises, the numbers and strings assignment. Let's go full screen. What happens when the following code is executed? Width equals 10, height equals 20, width equals width plus 5. Press start to begin. Initialize the width variable. So width is being made to be 10. Correct. Height is being made to be 20. Width is now being the current value of width plus 5. Current value is 10, so 5 more is 15. Good job. 10, 20, 15 on line 3. Rearrange the following lines to produce a program snippet that computes and prints the number of coins in a piggy bank given the number of nickels, dimes, and quarters. Be sure to place the comments so they truthfully describe the steps within the program. So print the results. Let's drag this. So we have to hit start. Print the results. Indentation is important here. This is probably going to be close to the end. And then we're going to have print statement after printing the results. Total number of coins is this. First, we probably want to initialize something. Get started. Initialize the counters for each type of coin. And so we'll start with, they gave us nickels first. So let's say nickels first. Notice I'm putting this all the way to the left. Then dimes after that. Guess I really want nickels, then dimes, then quarters. Then compute the total number of coins. Whoops, well, let's put this comment in the right place. Comment and then total coins after quarters. Compute the total number of coins should probably be after quarters. Like this. So we have initialize nickels, 15 nickels, 4 dimes, 12 quarters. Compute the total number of coins is nickels plus dimes plus quarters. Print the results here. Everything's all the way to the left. Correct. Complete this program that computes the area and perimeter of a rectangle with given width and height. If a rectangle has width W and height H, then the area is width height, so width times height, and the perimeter is 2 width plus height. Other values will be set during testing. Your program needs to work with any width and height. Compute the area and perimeter. Okay, so it's using the variable name area for area, and this is what we're replacing. So I'll say area is equal to, and the spaces don't matter here, area equals to width times height, and then perimeter is going to be this variable here. Is going to need to be initialized and made equal to 2 times open paren width plus height. Code check. Looks like we passed. In order to paint a wall that has a number of windows, we want to know its area. Each window has a size of 2 foot by 3 foot. Write a program that reads the width and height of the wall and the number of windows using the prompts. Wall width, wall height, number of windows. Okay, so then print the area. The width and height of the wall should be entered as a floating point value, and the number of windows is an integer. That's kind of a complex program. Okay, prompt for and read the width and height. So here in Python, if we want to get input like wall width like this, I think we need to use the input function, which is built in. Input wall width, and that needs to be in quotes. I'm using control arrow key to go word by word in this string just to save myself some movement. Wall width, and that is gonna, this function is gonna produce a value when the user inputs it that is the thing that they entered as a string. So they're going to be entering a string underscore width is equal to input. Now I need to convert this width to a floating point. So I need to use the float built-in function, which can convert from a string, I believe, to a floating point value, like a decimal number. So Python understands it as a number instead of a string. And then we'll need to do the same thing for height. So we'll have stir h for height and h for height. Change this to h and wall height. And then we'll do, we'll just do this all in one line here. We'll do num window is, spaces don't matter here, but they're nice for viewing. And then we'll do input equals float. So it says, should that be a float? Should be entered, width and height should be a float, and the number of windows is an integer. I already forgot. So I think int is the way to say integer. I don't think it's integer, I think it's just int. And we'll say, we'll just pass right in the input, which will return a string, and then that should hopefully convert here. And we'll say number of windows, just copy the exact prompt that we want here. And the space, do we need the space? Is there a space there? Looks like there is a space there. So I'm going to add the space as well. Print the area. In order to paint a wall that has it, we want to know its area. Each window is 2 foot by 3 foot. Okay. So write a program that reads it using the prompt, then print the area. We need to paint the wall, so we need to take the area wall without the windows. Area is going to be equal to width times height minus 2 foot by 3 foot times num windows. Hopefully this works. Test 1. Okay, looks like we got all 3 tests passed. And if I wasn't able to come up with the input function, I could have looked that up. If I wasn't able to come up with how to convert a string, which is what input returns, to a float, I could have looked that up. And same for int over here. I just happen to know those by memory because I've done this before. Give the value for each of the expressions below, assuming the following definitions. Greeting equals hello, location equals world. In your answers to the problem, be sure to put double quotation marks around any string values instead of single quotes, I guess. Len greeting. What am I saying? Give the value for each of the expressions below. Len greeting. Oh, len greeting. Okay, this is a string. So strings are treated like lists of letters. So each letter counts for 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So length of greeting should be 5 letters long. Seems like that's correct. World is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. And we're just using a string literal here rather than passing a variable name. That's why this one didn't need quotes, is because it is a variable. Len of empty string, or nothing inside the quotes. The quotes themselves don't count because they're just wrapping around nothing. So it's nothing is 0 long. Greeting plus location. Value of this should be greeting plus location. When you add strings in Python, you actually can add strings in Python and it just concatenates them to each other. So I believe you would get hello world, except not with a space between. I don't believe you would get a space between by default. You would just get these tagged on to each other. Oop, looks like that's wrong. So maybe we have hello plus world like this. Greeting plus location. What did I type? I thought I typed hello world. Oh, it just told us put double quotes around, but I didn't do that. Okay, let's try again. 5, 5, 0, and quotes hello world. Okay, greeting plus comma space plus location plus exclamation point. So that's going to be hello world, except we have a comma space and then an exclamation at the end, and we need to wrap this in quotes using Control arrow key to go to the left quick. ABC times 3. Oh, this is cool. In Python, you can multiply strings, which is like the concept of adding something to itself multiple times. So if you were to add ABC to ABC, you would get ABC, ABC. But then if you were to multiply, this is like times 2, so times 3 is ABC again. And then we wrap it in quotes. Greeting.lower. I believe lower is a valid function, and it just takes the letters and makes sure they're all lowercase. It's a built-in function in Python, and so it would just be lowercase h, hello. Whoops. Greeting.lower. Oh, and I have to wrap it in quotes again, so let's wrap that in quotes. All good. And that's it.